The Miller family cherished their quiet evenings. Laughter, warmth, the comforting crackle of a fire. But tonight, the world outside was a tempest, and the storm was about to bring more than just rain to their doorstep. Then, silence. The sudden, absolute darkness that only a power outage can bring. The comforting glow vanished, leaving behind a chilling void. A void that felt watched. A knock, insistent, unexpected. Who could be out in such a storm? A stranger, an uninvited guest, and with them, a shadow that stretched far beyond the porch light. Elias Thorne, a name whispered into the storm. His smile, too perfect. His eyes, too knowing. He spoke of a broken car, a lost path, but his presence felt deliberate. Hospitality, a virtue in the storm. But as he crossed the threshold, an invisible line was breached. A seed of doubt, planted deep in Sarah's heart, began to sprout. He spoke of his journey, his misfortunes, but his calm was unnatural. His gaze, too often, drifted to the polished surfaces, to the mirrors that hung silently on the walls. Lily, drawn like a moth to a flame, his charm, a siren's call, a gift, a polished stone, a connection forged in the storm, but with an unsettling undercurrent. A trick of the light? A tired mind? Or was the storm outside mirroring the turmoil within? Her reflection, for a moment, was not her own. A silent warning, etched in glass. His true face, revealed in a moment of solitude. A hunger in his eyes, a yearning for the glass. The mirror, a silent witness to a truth yet unspoken. A family portrait, a moment frozen in time. But one face, though present, cast no reflection. A detail, small but chilling, that began to unravel the perfect illusion. Children see what adults often miss. Lily's innocent hand, drawing a truth too terrifying to comprehend. A distorted face, a warning from the subconscious. A shadow, too long, too dark. A fleeting glimpse of something unnatural. The charming guest was a master of illusion, but the truth, like a persistent whisper, was beginning to break through.
Sleep offered no solace, only questions. Sarah searched, desperate for answers, for a name to the growing dread. The ancient texts held forgotten horrors, and she feared she was about to find one. In the quiet of the night, a silent vigil, Elias watched, not with affection, but with an ancient hunger. The innocence of a child, a prize beyond measure. Morning brought no relief. The storm had passed, but the uninvited guest remained. His smile, a mask. His presence, a growing threat. The game had begun. Lily, enchanted, playing a new game, taught by the stranger. A game of reflections, of mimicry. A game that blurred the lines between self and other, between reality and illusion. Sarah's pleas, desperate and urgent. Her husband, caught between logic and a wife's growing terror. The seeds of discord sown by the uninvited guest. He heard every word. The mask slipped, revealing the predator beneath. Their fears, his fuel. Their doubt, his victory. The house, once a sanctuary, now a prison. Doors locked, windows sealed. The storm outside had passed, but a new, more terrifying storm raged within. They were trapped. He offered help, a twisted parody of kindness. His hand extended not in comfort, but in a silent promise of consumption. The Mirror Man had arrived, and he was home. Lily's innocent gaze, reflecting a horror she couldn't yet comprehend. The mirror man's influence spreading like a disease, her reflection no longer her own. A desperate act, a shattered mirror. But the fragments held more than just reflections. They held power, and with each break, the mirror man grew stronger. The subtle shift, the growing power. The charming guest was shedding his skin, revealing the ancient entity beneath. The true horror had only just begun. Their identities slowly fading, their reflections no longer their own. The mirror man had arrived, and the Millers were just the beginning. To be continued.